Hi, keyboard and mouse fans. I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we are going to take a look at the, I hope I say this right, Geodmaer 65% gaming keyboard. And to be more specific, this is 65%, 68 key, wired, RGB through lighting, gaming, anti-ghosting, and then the mouse goes all the way up to 7200 DPI, and there's a 3-year warranty. And yeah, their boxes are. I liked these boxes because it has. Well, I wish it had more information on it than it does because there's very little information on here. But at least it doesn't waste a lot of resources trying to make it look glitzy, which is not smart for the environment, not smart for our future. So let's start with the. We'll start with the mouse. So here it is. It's wired, of course, and it's got the regular buttons here and the scroll wheel button here. It's got a 1 DPI button that is, as you can see, recessed, so it's hard for you to accidentally press it. And it has the browsing buttons here, forward and backwards. And as far as the size is concerned, this is more geared toward somebody with a medium hand than small. And I think it would be better for large hands than most mouses, although it's not perfect. There's no special texturing on it, except for, weirdly enough, there's this texturing on the bottom here. I'm not really sure why that's there. It doesn't really make any sense to me. But yeah, also it is fairly noisy. So left, right, scroll wheel, DPI, forward, backwards. So yeah, it's fairly noisy. And let me show you the RGB. And as you can see, it lights up their emblem or logo. And we have that strip going along the bottom there. And then there's a little bit of light coming through the transparent or wheel, but mostly you can't see it because of the silicone covering the wheel to provide better traction. You can see the wheel when it's lit up. It's just not bright. And I'm glad that they put the silicone on the wheel because otherwise scrolling the wheel would not be that easy. Now, here's the keyboard. And we've got single height legs on the back with rubber on them, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4 rubber feet. And you plug in right there. And since you get to plug in, that means that if this cable goes bad or you want a different color or you don't want the braided sleeve on it or whatever reason, you can replace it easily, unlike the mouse, which apparently they decided wasn't necessary. So that's a little bit weird, but yeah. Now I'm going to read for you what my notes are. There's plenty to learn about this keyboard, from the many buttons used to control the LEDs and the unusual placement of the functions on the row below the function keys, plus the editing keys lined up in the rightmost column, swapping the WASD and the arrow keys, locking the window keys, and more, including the left control. There is no right control. As you can, if you look right here, you can see there's no right control. And that button is for the lighting to be turned on and off. And then for movement, aside from the arrow keys, you also have page up, page down, home, and end, which are combined with insert and delete and print screen and pause. And you can lock with function windows, lock the keyboard, I mean. And then there are some other functions. Some of them are on here, some of them are not. Let's see. Again, some of this is not documented, but I think it all works with the function key. So there's that. Well, at least as far as I could tell, it wasn't documented anyways. And however, the keys are a little bit stiffer than I like. They're also clacky. With the larger keys, and pressing buttons and making things move around. The larger keys, like especially the space bar, are a bit noisier, but they're all noisy. So if you're sensitive to noise, that may be a problem for you. For gamers, the lack of macro keys might be a problem, and I suspect some other features would please the pros, like NKRO, for example, which this does not have. They say anti-ghosting, anti-conflict, but as far as I know, those two things are the same. Or not anti-conflict, no conflict. So let's see what else. I do find it odd that they use speedometer icons for color change and yet used suns with double arrows in them for LED transition speed. Those are, to me, perplexing choices. Naturally, I'm excited that the calculator key is right there to keep me from messing up arithmetic. Overall, if you want a small keyboard to save on desk space, especially if you're a gamer, this may be your choice, but you can find something better if it doesn't meet your needs. The mouse is comfortable and good for small and medium hands, but I kind of feel like it's not so great for small hands. I didn't have problems with it, and it supported my hand well enough. I did try this both for regular usage that I do for my YouTube channel and browsing and everything, as well as casual gaming. It didn't have problems for either of them. It does the mouse does the job, has 7 presets of 400, 800, 1200, 1600, 2400, 3200, and 7200 DPI. Both devices, like I said, are kind of noisy. And I think I said already that there's a 3-year warranty. So that's pretty much it. If there are any questions, if I maybe forgot something, go ahead and put a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. If you would like to help me and get something out of it by helping me on a one-time basis, you can go to my eBay channel, the PC Expert Amateur, where you can purchase the items that I have on sale there. There are lots of keyboards and mouses and some other items as well. I've got cable organizers with power supplies and a bunch of other stuff, a nice variety of things that I have reviewed in the past and I no longer need, and I need to make space. Plus, I also need the money. So if you want to do that, the information's on the screen.
I need to ask for your help. Things have been challenging. Whose life hasn't been challenging lately? So if you can please help me out by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and turning on notifications, that would be really, really super. Also, if you'd like to help me financially and you can't afford to, you can do a super thanks on my Glenn's Fast Reviews channel, or you can become a member there. Or if you prefer, you can go to patreon.com/GLENNMII and become a member there instead. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Bleeping Computer for their support of my channel. If you need resources for computers, for getting rid of malware and learning about cybersecurity and stuff, Bleeping Computer, BLEEPING computer.com is a great resource. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.